say does that?
They say revenge is.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for and well over halfway into the season now. GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Dort. Conley against Gilgeous Alexander. And it falls over the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. Hits it from three-point range. Gilgeous Alexander's got 5.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Pass to Reed, beyond the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. He has 5.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Edwards against Dort. McDaniels with the ball. For 3, Edwards. Gilgeous Alexander pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And the first one at the line is good.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Gilgeous Alexander hits them both. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 18 points. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves.
Balls is checked in for the Thunder. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Thunder. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's Minnesota, just way behind.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And give credit to Gobert there. Excellent pass to an open teammate.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Pass to Hartenstein. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Alexander Walker. The shot by Williams, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. And here is Williams. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. For three, Holmgren. Gobert pulls it in.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Now he's coming off a 37-point game against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. From Target Center, back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
They've got Dillingham. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Uncovered, and again it's Minnesota.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets a very good look and converts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Shannon, the three ball. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 5. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Timberwolves foul. Shea. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Here's Caruso. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
You see yourself on the screen. You saw it for the last 10 minutes. Let's go. Somebody is hungry. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's nice.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Garza. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Shannon, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Wiggins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Shannon, and there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. Here's Minot. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Dort. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
2 on the clock. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota in the lead. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. They need this one. The Thunder pull it in. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Make some noise.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's see the stat sheet here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Holmgren. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on McDaniel. Here's Wallace. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Oklahoma City now. 11 unanswered points for him. Williams kicks to Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Tries again. Can't get the layup. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Please direct your attention from the court and get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum down. The referee gives the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
A look here now at Minnesota. They're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
And that's all for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot.
Finding the soft spot in the defense there. Crafty work by Conley.
Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Conley surveying the D. And the wide open shot from Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Reed's got 10.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Williams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail. Conley into the lane. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Outside Williams. Fires from the wing. Good on the shot. He has 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. 5th, the Timberwolves.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Conley kicks to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For the tie, hits the three-point bomb. Reed's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And here is Conley after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley's shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves, trailing by 5. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dort misses. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to McDaniel. To Gobert. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders cut down to just 3 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
Catching them by surprise. It's not often Gobert strikes from any kind of range.
And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Hasn't made one yet. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Thunder have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for George. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves trail by 6. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Shannon. Oh, good with the triple.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. The Thunder leading by 6. And here is Caruso. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
23 seconds left in the third. Here's Dillingham. Nothing on the board. Reid with a screen for Dillingham. From past the arc. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Garza in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Gilgeous-Alexander, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Wiggins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. There's a screen. Back to Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Finch, the Timberwolves are defense.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Conley. Reed misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. just fanning the Flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here is Conley. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Thunder.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And good that time. And that's now 30 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Reed from the arc. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Oklahoma City.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Timberwolves.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Edwards, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Reed. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. No good on the triple. Now the Timberwolves with it. Inside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff. And here now the Thunder. They lead by 11. Wallace outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Caruso. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.